Because this is it. It's the final area. Well, we've got one more plus quest to do here first before then. One more zone remaining. Now that the Lim Show has joined us and sent to the last zone. The memories are maybe gone, but our love will always be with me always. Are you alright, Quail? I am. I choose to forge on, no matter what. I had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Right, let's get down to business, shall we? An explorer's delight. Yeah, okay, I thought this might be an explorer place, like probably a place Aaron would like a lot. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. By now you know how to get there, yes. Yes, we do. Excellent. This sounds like you to quickly check on the message terminal, so I'm here to give a remembrance. Oh. Come on, everyone. Yeah, we want to see if we have to turn off the final one. If we don't have to, that would be wonderful, but I feel like we are going to have to turn them all off. Right, excellent. It is down there. That's good to know. That's going to make this easier. There's 2 plus quests here. Oh, is there not going to be any plus quests in the final area? That makes this a little bit easier then. I haven't attuned to it. Well, I said I was going to be walking there, so I'll see you guys all the way down at that point. I'm probably going to get a bunch of pictures when I go down there too, of the places I saw, so I'll see you guys there. This isn't creepy at all. I'm very happy going down this corridor right now. Yep, this is good. It is giving me big oil alert vibes. This big old place. We're going to be heading all the way to the bottom to get a picture of the right one. The left one first, the orbit. Oh, the cool globe I saw. Yeah, I know, yeah. So big old faces that talk to Zidane about the future. Pineapple? You are not a pineapple, sir. Or if you are, you're the strangest pineapple I've ever seen.
Goodbye.
That's where they were. Is where they were. I wouldn't call myself a Lalafell hater, considering previous events that have transpired in the story. But I like how my delivery arrived during the Lalafell goodbye scene, and I had to pause, but the cutscene kept going anyway, despite the fact I did press pause. That was good. That was very good. Oh, it was really cool looking. God damn it. Oh, I guess this is just it now, isn't it? Constant sadness. I think I'm going to get a chance to get a lot of pictures in these places. Don't get on your fucking mount, Flower. We're not doing that in this area. It's just habit. Like, whenever I'm walking too slowly, I'm like, I need to get on the mount to go faster. Oh, whoa, look who it is. Their fucking MSQ 14 recovery suite car. I need a car for someone to I need someone to drive me around these places. I can no longer use my legs. I'm that sad. It's not as... it's getting a little easier to do it now, which is not something that's good. I feel like it should hurt every single time, but it is getting a little bit easier. Now that we're in it. It still feels terrible doing this, but it doesn't feel as bad now. I was kind of standing here-ish, I would say. But the devs were like, how can we do this in a way that will still make it work like an MMO? They nailed it. They really nailed it. Dawntrail is just awful. It's the worst expansion ever. It's worse than Stormblood. That is something I cannot get behind. Like, I can understand you saying it's worse than Shadowbringers and Endwalker maybe, but you can't say it's worse than Stormblood. I will actively be like, no. Heaven's Sword, also no. Heaven's Sword is great, but I don't think it's as emotionally devastating as this expansion has been so far. I didn't go to the Allegan room. I mean, I don't really want to get a picture of that thing. It looked cool, but it wasn't enough to get like a comparison picture. I'm not going to get it for every single room we go into. I will ever get it for this room because this room was very pretty before, but now it's just... Oh, even the terminals are gone! Man, I like the terminals. Like, finding out about the Malala. Like, I'm glad I did that before it went away. I do wonder if there is going to be a way to restore this. Because I know there might be like, okay, well, we need a way to restore the stuff for people. No, I really hope they don't do that because it'll take away from the emotional gut punch to this area. Like, people are going to complain, but devs, I want to be in the pretty place. It's not the focus. Never has been. Of this area. That's the point. Meant to suck. Right, we've got 2 quests here. Probably going to be grabbing them at the same time. Vestus Malala. What is that? A mosaic of semen. Volcanic disruptions. You! Yes, you! With the weapon, pardon my candor, but you must accompany me to the Matchlock Menagerie this instant. What? No, I'm not asking you on a leisurely outing. I'm asking you to save innocent lives. I spied a trio of volcanic scorpions stalking out of some defenseless animals. Why I'd advantage to allow the scorpions to prey upon those creatures, I'd never forgive myself. Must make for the menagerie and defeat them, defend them, no matter the cost. Obviously, I can't chase off a nest of hungry pests alone. I require strength, specifically your strength. Set low now, we have no time to lose. Oh, goody! Yeah, I'll head up there in a minute, not now. The A-Flight doesn't change at least. I mean, how would they do that, to be honest? Is the enemy placements different as well? No, it wouldn't be, because it's an MMO. They can't do that. Oh, where's the... Oh no, where's the ice cream stand? Oh, I know, I see it. I see the umbrella for it. Blueprint protocol. All I wanted was a relaxing reprieve in Obol Springs. Never thought it would come to this. The place put something precious to me, you see. A set of blueprints. I suspected I dropped them on my way to the springs, but the terminal suddenly shut down as I was tracing my steps. I was so absorbed in my search, I couldn't even vanish with the others. Forgive me my boldness, but you seem a generous sort. And while I'm sorely in need of help, find what I'm after, and I'll make it worth your while. Before my soak, I paid a visit to the Arena of Valor, so I left that area for you. For my part, I'll plan to scour the springs one more time. Okay, I'll do this first, and then we'll do the other one. There's some pictures to take here, though, before continuing. I want to do a before and after comparison for a lot of these pictures, so this will be a good chance to do that. Oh, no. Alpha is not a memory, but I need to get rid of them here. Now that in particular was heartbreaking. No more ice cream for anyone. No more nothing for anyone. Alright, we'll get a picture of the hot springs, and then we'll head to the next location. Well, I say hot springs. I mean, in a lot of ways, this is what things look like before they've been painted or like given life. One might describe it as like you have a lot of like these really awesome looking amusement parks, but underneath all that paint and glitter, they are just basic materials being used to create life. At the end of the day, what allows these places to live is people. So by getting rid of memories, getting rid of nostalgia, what do you have but just blueprints? Like nothing, basically. And yeah. I will say, I know I have my rule about mounts here, but I don't really fancy walking all the way back for this area again. Well, I might do it just to be respectful to this place. I got a picture of the terminal at the beginning of this area as well, and it'd be good to get one at the ends with how dark and scary it looks now. But that does require going all the way back to the beginning. Which means I can probably turn a zipline, which would be kind of cool. I haven't actually done a zipline yet. You alright, buddy? Yeah, here's the place of valor. Fighting familiars, wood versus solid gold. Will Malala traditionally triumph, or modernly make its mark in a monumental match? It appears to be a list of matches from the arena of valor. While the illustrations of the clashing families catch your eye, it is a far cry from what you are after. Even the lava brought life to this place, I feel. This would be a good place for like a Colosseum match. But unfortunately, they've taken away our roleplay capabilities of this place. I can imagine all the roleplay people are like losing their minds over this. Like, no! This is our chance! Our chance to have a cool Colosseum and amusement park, but we can't do that anymore because we got rid of the lights. We got rid of the jazz. The decorum. A massive tower crowned with a statue of a golden woman is mapped out in painstaking detail. These appear to be blueprints of the Meso Terminal. The blueprints likely belong to the exalted engineer. It would be best to return to Opal Springs and deliver them to her. Oh, well, that was a very simple quest. Hammerot had a very nice music. The dun 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 dun. Blue Tempest Mist, I think it's called, was so knocked out of the park with that. But I'm glad as a composer and as someone who has a lot of say, I think, in the story when it comes to music, he thought it was best to have silence here. Not many composers are willing to do that and take that step. And I can really appreciate that about his way of doing it. It is worth noting that when I talk about Soken and the composition of Final Fantasy XIV, I'm not only praising him. He's the figurehead of the composer of the incredible composition team in 14. There's a bunch of people who do music for this, and one day I want to research exactly who is behind the composition for 14, like credits wise, and find out who does all the music, because it isn't just Soken. Soken leads it, but there are a lot of other composers who work alongside him to make this place look good. Like, for example, the music in Heritage Found is not made by Soken. It is another composer who was working with him. He may have had some direction, but someone else did the song. And you can really tell because it's not his style. You can get Soken's style down. Am I attuned to this? I have good. I needed to make sure before I did anything else. To think that the next series after this is going to be 13-2. And that's probably going to be a small break after. It's not too long because I do want to get back into another recording series immediately, but I searched every nook and cranny for those blueprints, but I haven't found a single scattered sheet. I don't know where they could have ended up. Please tell me you managed to track them down. Yeah, I do that actually. An elaborate diagram of the Meso Terminal and the golden statue at its head depicted from several angles. There you go. Enjoy. Ah, my blueprints. My dear sweet blueprints. I've missed you. Oh, music. This nerd dropped those on a stroll. Thank you ever so much for retrieving them. What is that place? When we first began developing on the Meso Terminal, I drafted these blueprints for its design. If you can believe it, the finished product is the work of yours truly. Well, to be fair, the content wasn't entirely of my own making. I have Malala folklore to thank for its creation. According to said folklore, we Malala were refugees from another world. Our ancestors were once lived in a sun-kissed paradise by the sea. That is until those very seas began to freeze and calamity engulfed everything. So, in a sense, your people are more whole than the people here because you've been rejoined a couple of times. If you do not know the lore in Shadowbringers or the reflections that underwent a rejoining, we became ourselves, we joined with ourselves, and we became more powerful. While the reflection people have a weaker aether, basically. So these people are quite a bit rejoined at this point, I would say. Under the protection of the great speaker, my ancestors were guided to this world and left in their homeland a towering statue of their saviour. The speaker was a compassionate and selfless soul, sacrificing all she had to save her people. Not like Queen's Fiend, no? The legend of the speaker is my inspiration. I incorporated her majesty's beauteous visage into the top of the tower. A terminal, forever at the heart of our city. Flawless idea, I do say so myself. It gave everything, my passion, my time, time, love of country, to the blueprints given shape. They aren't merely pieces of parchment. They're my life's work personified. Yep, I nearly left them to rot in the arena of valor. I'll be laughing if this wasn't so furious with myself, but what's important is you brought them back, and I owe you a great debt. At this rate, I may never meet Her Majesty face to face. All I can do now, all I wish to do now, is gaze upon her glorious image before I fade away. Yeah, my thanks, stranger. My fortune favour you always. I do appreciate them not having these guys disappear in all these side quests, because I think I couldn't handle it. Anna deep in thought. Anna dealing with a lot of shit right now. Poor baby. He hasn't dealt with this before. All he's dealt with is the Void storyline. He's dealt with so much heartbreak and he's done a really good job. I'm glad Rahana joined me. I was thinking at points during this whether I was going to bring back Zigbar. Because he's the MSQ lad. But I like Rahana a lot. I like the little Makote guy with the purple hair and he's a sweet dreamer. And I kind of embody myself more in Rahana than I do Zigbar. I think a lot of us have undergone that change, to be fair, in the community and changing our characters. So it's nice. It's nice to see that focus, and I quite like playing as the Makote cat for Grahatia. But also, I am far more happy with this design than I am with Zigbar. Maybe one day Zigbar will return. Maybe I'll bring him back for MSQs at some point. But I also like the idea of his adventure being done. Like Endwalker being the end of his journey. And him finally getting a chance to relax and take a step out of the shadow. Take a step out of the light of main character. Meanwhile, Rahana over here hasn't been the main character. We've talked about that a little bit. And the main character syndrome that people aren't too happy about. Woklemet being the main character. And I'm just going to sit here and be like, did you think that we were the main character in this game? Because I got some bad news for you. MMO-wise, they can only do so much with our character and making the main character. Shadowbringers did an exceptional job of making you feel important to the story, like making you into a Light Warden and your relationship with Edip's Helk. And then, I wasn't a big fan of how Endwalker handled it. I don't like the Azem stuff. It's you know, people are going to like it more than others. I don't like the fact that we have been given this importance that takes away from us being a regular old adventurer. I don't like being this ancient creature that is from an ancient person, because I think it takes away from nothing aspect of our character. I don't want to have my innate sense of adventure from being an ancient. I want it to be because our character wants to seek it out myself. And I'm glad Dawntrail kind of strayed away from that a little bit, away from the mythology and the ultimate potential of these characters, but getting more on a personal level with it, with the story. And that's something I love. I love the family drama with the Dawn Servants. I love the relationship with the 3 siblings, and the Glow Jojo is one of my favorite characters now. I love him. I'm sad he killed him so early, but he served his purpose pretty well, I'd say. I saw them. I saw the scorpions are closing on 2 tiny critters as we speak. Those volcanic monstrosities terrify me, but what terrifies me more is knowing what they'll do to their quarry if we don't act swiftly. Worry not, the ones. I'm on my way. And other such voice acting. Right, before I help you, I'm going to go grab the Aether Current in this area. Yeah, but it's a different stroke. Different strokes for different people, I think, when it comes to storytelling. I like difficult aspects of story, but I also like characters coming from nothing, like Ex Nihilo, basically just being what they are because of what they are. They go out, they see adventure, they want to seek out adventurer. It doesn't need to be necessarily, oh, so that's right there, nice. It doesn't need to be more than that, I don't think. So one of my big things about Dawntrail that I do enjoy is how they handled the trials. We don't use the Zen's crystal to bring friends with us, we just have our friends with us. Yes, that's not going to be helpful all the time, because there's going to be instances where they have to basically write a story now when we have 8 other people with us. But we could be like adventurer friends, like friends we know who have been on some journeys in the past, maybe. I don't know. But I prefer that to having this plot device, basically, that summons other people from different reflections. Because it doesn't really work as a story element anymore, because we've already found out that Alexandria is not in a good state, so I don't know. I have no idea. Oh god, I thought that was the end of me. It took me every drop of courage I could muster. Thankfully the little ones managed to escape without a scratch. I ought to find them and lead them to the entrance before the other scorpions catch us in their sights. Meet you back there when all is well. The entrance. Okay, there, good. And then I'm going to zip line down, I think, and take a picture. And then it's the final area. I really enjoyed how this has been structured, and how we've gotten a chance to interact with all these characters, which I've loved. Vestus Milala. I like how we're never going to find out your name. You, my weapon-wielding friend, are a lifesaver. I realize this all escalated rather quickly, but you've performed admirably under this pressure. I appreciate the compliment. The Tower Retriever have a bit of a history of these scorpions. In my previous life, I was tasked with introducing new and exciting creatures into the matched-up menagerie that I guess might know the wonders of this animal kingdom. Whoa, noises! As one might expect, the prospect of scorpions posed a great risk, and we often argued with the upper management as to whether keeping them would be worth the costs. In the end, however, the menagerie's creator ordered to take them in. Supposedly, scorpion-based vodka was a popular delicacy in Alexandria before the war. The high-ups sought to recreate those drinks and shared them with the masses. Time passed, and I finally returned as an endless, only to discover the menagerie in shambles. Those thrice-damned scorpions having the run of the place now. I shouldn't have argued against the creators' plans if I had the chance. I never should have agreed to their terrible exhibit. No matter how hard I tried to let things go, those pangs of regret never abated. When I spotted those innocent creatures wandering into the menagerie, I felt obligated to return, to save what little I could. Thanks to you, my conscience is clear, and I felt the new friends are none the worse for wear. Oh my goodness. I know someone in the community is going to be very happy about this. Do those two actually belong to the menagerie? They must have. But I don't recall bringing them in such precious peps. Perhaps one of my associates introduced them after I left. They are tiny little guys. Regardless, I can rest easy in knowledge that these two will have each other. When I'm done gone, I should be able to escort them to safety from here. And my dearest gratitude, and presumably theirs as well. I appreciate it. That's it. And that's the last Ava current quest. I think, yeah, that's the last one, I think, in terms of Ava current quests. Yep, just one more and 2 more slots. All the way to the west, which is going to be the last area. Right, let's teleport back to here. I don't want to leave yet, because I want to go to back here and take a picture of this place at the bottom, but yes. We can finally use a zipline outside of a cutscene, which is going to be cool. I haven't done it before, so it's going to be fun. If it works, that is. Oh, you can't actually ride them? No! Oh, yeah, you can. I don't know you actually ride the zipline. That's fine. I don't mind it. A little bit sad about that, but I don't mind the choice. Oh my god. I thought this place looked scary beforehand. Whoa, Vahana, what the fuck? It's like Dragon's Dogma vibes. I feel like I'm in like a PS3 video game right now. Right, it's time. I think this might be the hardest one. I'm not, like, the biggest fan of Cassia as a character. I think she's cool. Her accent, like, really threw me off when I first heard her. I'm just really sad for Erenville. Like, really sad for him. I mean, I assume this area must become a vase too at some point, so I guess that's what's going to happen when we destroy this thing. I have a theory. And this isn't because I've been spoiled, but basically, if you don't know, Final Fantasy, well, in the Discord anyway, I think what's going to happen here is we're going to beat the final boss, which I assume is going to be Scion, and then this area is also going to become blanked out. So post MSQ, Living Memory is going to be desolate. Absolutely desolate. There's nothing, no music at all. Anvil. Like before, it'll be hard, but we must honor Cashia's wishes. So this is it. Oh, buddy, come on. Breaking my heart. My fussy little Bunbun. If he says that in the cutscene voiced, I am going to melt. As far as I can see, we still have some leeway with the message terminal. Meaning you can carry on getting to know the endless in the last zone. Windspath Garden is called. It's breathtakingly gorgeous, beautiful. That's where your memories are stored, correct? That's right. I left it for the last so I can guide you as long as possible. Very thoughtful of me, yes? God damn it. Oh, great, it has occurred to me. What might that be? I guess I'll save it after we arrive on the other side. See you there. Oh my god, it's raining. Why is it raining? I looked out and it was like sunny skies and it's like raining. Oh, great ideas are generally less than great. Hey, Erenville. Because I want to grant you your mother her wish, I also want to respect yours. When all's said and done, I want you to be happy. I hope you know this. Oh, best buddies! I know. I know. Oh, I'm fucking being distraught right now. This expansion is so good at like family, like sadness. More so than other expansions I feel so far. Kasia isn't only his mother, he's his mentor as well. I can only make it harder for him to say goodbye. Let's go. For now we keep doing what we've been doing, seeking out endless and learning what's dear to them. That's what we always do. Because we're good people. No! I hate her because she's nice! Well, Clavette's terrible because she's such a nice character. Fuck's sake. Alright, let's do this, shall we? What could this great idea of Kasia's be? I have faith in Aravel's inner strength. I do too, but he's not opening up right now, which worries me. I'll keep Kasia waiting. He just doesn't open up. Aravel keeps so much stuff packed inside. He's so fussy. It's not... Boop. Error. Verification system initialized. Your registration confirmed. Greetings and welcome to Windspath Gardens, the sanctuary of exploration and discovery. The marvels of the natural world await you. Clara, as in the big old wind tree in Final Fantasy IX. Very clever. Very clever, Final Fantasy 14. One last adventure, guys. Why don't we let go? I don't think we can. I think it keeps us on until we fall off. Like, what if you... Like, could it be really bad? Like a really tonal whip like this. Ah! It's time to say goodbye. Oh, where's that thing?
If I could have everyone's attention, I know we have pressing.
I was generally going to start clicking buttons there and talking, but no, he did it for me.
Before I died, I had 2 wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become.
Eleneshpia.
I would say that wish has been fulfilled. Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends. As his mother and mentor both,
He can't. He's like breaking down. He can't handle this. I don't really blame him. It's too much.
as for my second wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life.
Well, I think you did with this area.
But I didn't even get to see all of Tural, did I? Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Good line.
Kakiwa.
Kakira, okay, Kakira.
Don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish.
How?
I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before. I just know it.
So you want us to have a little look around all the nature?
We'd love to see it with you. I thought you might say that. Thank you.
Anything.
Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention.
Look at the tree things, they're wiggling around.
But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
Of course. Anything for you. You've helped us so much on our journey so far. We can delight you with that, and I think you want to do it with Erenville, don't you? Your lean Shipper.
Not.
What?
We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave?
Oh.
You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Ellen Neshpir. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely.
Sad goodbyes are important. It shows your emotional love for each other. Man. He needs you to console him now. Like, of all the times you need to tell him that it's going to be alright. Because, like, he's not dealing with it well. As he mentions, he's socially, like, it's not there. And I really can get behind a character like that because I'm kind of like it myself. I'm introverted. I don't usually seek out too much conversation. I probably should do more of it, but you can't bottle up these emotions. You've got to talk to someone about it. Because otherwise, it's just going to end up losing everything. And just it coming out at the wrong time and the wrong place. Alright, well, I think that's when I'm going to end my recording, but you guys are going to see me in a second anyway. Right, it's time to do this. How very like Kashir to chase her dreams to the last. Help Kashir make some great memories. Sanctuary of Exploration and Discovery. Quite faint Kakira's memories are here. Kakira, that's her name, Kakira. Erenville, please, to speak. And your content, let's begin our adventure. Actually, while we get about this, feel free to continue befriending Endless and be able to absorb the delightful scenery. There's a Nathite point to the west. I don't know how hard that will be to get to. Oh no, it will be on this platform. It wouldn't be on that thing. I am going on a mountain. I keep telling myself I'm not going to do that, but I keep doing it. Oh! Look, the Rama board intro. Well, not the Rama board, the 1.0 intro. There's so many different types of plants here. It makes sense. They're probably all different types of plants from the entire game are probably here, I would say. I wouldn't be surprised if they put them all here to make it look pretty. There we go, over there. Are these aggressive? They are aggressive. Okay, right. No. 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 Go away. There you go. Every single time, bam, 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 bam. Yeah, is this the last Aether current? It is. Well, for a while, and then I can take the compass off. After not needing it for a very long time. And I won't be needing it again for a very long time. I basically had that compass on my hotbar the entirety of my previous experience of this game. Because I was going for all the expansions all at once. I was playing them all. And now with Dawntrail, that's not going to be a requirement. Because the next one's going to be 3 years. It's going to be the longest time without doing it. Bit sad, but also not at the same time. A lovely garden. The scenery here is nothing short of remarkable. To think that Scion has managed to preserve it for the endless. I somehow anticipated this. I thought those things were some enormous, but actually sculptures. Yeah, they're really cool looking. This particular garden is called Blooms of Discovery. Beautiful, isn't it? Ah, there's the A5 over there. It is very pretty. There's also going to be no Aether Current quest here. Because I assume we're going to unlock it for the main story. It's absolutely stunning. And are they all actual plants? They are indeed. These specimens were brought here hundreds of years ago for conservation as a calamity had pushed them to the brink of extinction. So this zone is like a great conservatory. Precisely, my dear Quile. Here you'll find flora and fauna the likes of which no longer exist elsewhere. Oh, like floor reverie? Nice. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? I suppose. I expect to think that some creatures I encounter outside of Tural may have cousins in this world. While I have no expert on life in these reflections, they would make for an interesting study to compare them. They would. Now there's an idea. Leave it to my people to think up such. Oh. Here we have not only a world's traversing adventurer and a veteran gleaner, but a pair of Sharlayan's finest scholars besides. And also welcome Matt. It's a veritable gathering of inquisitiveness, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. Indeed, I agree. I am also thrilled to be a part of this. Me being a world-class adventurer. Definitely. Wahana has its stripes. Definitely. When it comes to inquisitiveness, I think I reckon I'm a match for both you and Erenville. In some ways, I guess. I don't recall the last time I was so excited. Some creatures here do indeed appear to resemble those in over Eorzea, such was the case in the first too. Kakira looks awfully happy, doesn't she? Kakira. In search of discovery. To begin with, we'd like you to scout the vicinity and report back of any points of note. That would be a good opportunity to speak with the locals. They're bound to be familiar with the area after all. As Elinishipper suggested, it will be interesting to compare the creatures here to those native to the source. Never ventured outside of Tural, so I look forward to your insights. Leave it to us. I've never been seen. I've only ever been to Sharlayan before, but I like to think I know interesting. Like to think I know interesting when I see it. Okay. But they're very weirdly looking at. Why? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get a picture. The last one is north. To the northwest. So probably near the Aetherite then. Specimen observing endless. Oh, hello there. What am I doing, you ask? Look at the trunk. See the plants within capsules? These are species that either can't survive in Wind's Path gardens or would become invasive in a sort of ecosystem. The capsule recreate the conditions they require from tropical to featured climes while keeping them isolated. In this way, any and all plant life can be preserved forever, just like ourselves. I guess it will be difficult to create the memories of trees and plants. And that's why they had to bring monsters over here too, and the fauna, because it's not as easy as human souls, I guess. Shit! The smallest bit of movement. You see a creature wandering about that resembles a treant native to the Twelvewood. Oh, I mean, I encountered those before, but yes, that was the first one I saw game, definitely. Oh, it's so pretty. I mean, luckily, I think, like, unlike most areas, this might be one of the only ones that get to live, because it's mostly actual fauna and trees. Like, the ground I'm standing on right now is real. All these plants are real. Like, all the trees may turn off, and all the beautiful lights and roads may turn off, but at least the flowers and fauna will remain. The flower garden appears to be meticulously maintained, if not by endless and by machines. Dare I look at this? Yeah, reminiscence. Weather effect. We've seen a lot of weird weather effects in this game. Water watching endless. Did you know that even the water here is created using electrope? The initial product is too pure, and adjustments have been made so composition resembles what's found in the natural environments. This is one of the many things to do to create the ideal conditions for these plants to thrive. I don't know what's become of the world outside the barrier, but I should like to visit a lovely spot such as this in real life. Speaking of lovely spots, we've been to the top of this lookout here. It's a great vantage point, and there's even a food store in case you're hungry. Nothing food. I will gladly partake of nothing food. This is a lovely bridge, nicely illuminated, and then we're gonna head up, see the beautiful vistas around us, and then cry. Oh, there is a food stall. What's their name? Basil. Yeah, okay. After purchasing refreshments, feel free to sit at one of our tables if you like, or you can simply take it with you if you prefer. Mother, may I have an ice cream? Ask your father, love. I'm brainstorming at the moment. That is the last aetheryte in this expansion. I couldn't really ask for any better place to be with Grahad here. Like, any ending or location. My ancestors aren't actually Alexandrian, but hail from a place called Condapete. They had some unique customs there. For instance, when greeting someone, you had to say Lally Ho in a spirited manner. Our settlement was also famous for joining a tree that grew nearby. It was so enormous that when you stood at its base, the roots covered in the ground went beyond the horizon. The terminal here, Windspath Garden, is apparently inspired by the very tree. The Ether Tree, its name was. May not be real, but it's nice to have a memento for prosperity. No surprises there. The Ether Tree is a 9 thing, and so is the place they mentioned. That's where Ico is from, the summoner. That's where the summoners are from in that world. I was thinking of just doing this area tonight, but considering I got some time, and it would also make it easier for me on Monday, I think I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna finish it tonight, I think. And then I can do all the fun optional stuff afterwards. And I can take a break from recording, I think, for a few days. I was planning on streaming tomorrow, but doing all these recordings has been a little bit straining. So I thought I might just take a break tomorrow, do some MSQ, do some bonus dungeons, and get that all sorted so I can do expert roulette. Assuming expert roulette is a thing, it might not be yet, but we'll see. Erinville and Kakira. That was a beast I never seen before. No, I want to look at Quail. All the inhabitants of Charlene imitate natural environments. This place is the feel of an exhibit. In that sense, the word gardens doesn't suit it but well. Ah, welcome back, Rahana. Quan has delivered me a most fascinating report. You have some engaging impressions to share too, I hope. It's all very weird and different. I found out about this place called the Ether Tree, and it was apparently based on something from your world. Wow, that is all very interesting indeed. But I must say, I am most fascinated by the ambling trees. While there are similar creatures in Okapaka, could you tell me more about these trees as you know them? The natives of the Twilight where they prey upon even walls. There are various subspecies such as the rose of Ridley's and odd. I don't know how eloquent are you, exploding ones. Yeah. Is that so? To maintain an ecosystem of such formidable creatures, I imagine there must be other equally imposing species to keep them in check. No, I don't think so. The management of ecosystems, that calls labyrinth, doesn't it? Oh god, yeah, it does, doesn't it? No, but that's where we first met. That it does. Lest you wonder, Labyrinthos is a storage facility deep beneath Charlian that contains the recreation of a temperate climate zone. Such a place exists? Amazing! By the by, did anyone else catch sight of a large scalekin? A large scalekin, you say? What does it look like? Nothing I'd seen before, but it has a rodent-like form and walks on all four legs. If it's a rodent, wouldn't that make it a beastskin? No, it's covered in scales, one that appears to mimic scuculum pants. By that, I would definitely just classify it as a scalekin. Look at them working together again. Well, it's hard to say for certain without seeing it. Why don't you show me? Very well. It was in a flower field earlier. We should still be there, near. Head over there then. Well, when we find it, we'll see who's right. The two of you should come along too and lend us your opinions. Go on ahead, Rahana. Let the others know and then join you. Sounds like a plan. So many Lalafels around. I am enjoying the Lalafell and VR representation. The actual representation of other races outside of humans has been quite good in this expansion. Like, we got lots of Wrothgar in the Tully Lao stuff, and a bunch of Lalafels usually don't appear too often, but I did like how included they were and felt in this location. It gave some interesting storylines, I would say, overall. But a lot of them retreated from their original place was interesting in the source.
Oh, wow.
You spot a beast resembling the Echovore you encountered in the first. The Echovore? Yeah, I'm gonna need more information about that game. Oh, an Elmeg. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. That's the only one. That's the one there, I meant to say. I see. At a glance, it certainly has a look of both Scalekin and Beastskin. Look at it more closely, shall we? Tell me your observations. Okay. It's covered in plant-like scales. That was also the first thing I noticed. I dare say the scales are for hiding in foliage.
Oh.
Oh. Well, there goes. Having studied it, I believe that the scales upon its back are in fact a unique form of hiding. Rather than being shed, it grows with the creature. You may be right. If we consider that along with the other characteristics such as his face and hands, it's more likely to be a beastkin like you said. A physical examination will be needed to confirm this beyond doubt, but I'm satisfied to have seen it. It seems you alone were familiar with the species. Where did you encounter it? Apparently in a place called Ilmeg. The Fairy Kingdom of the First! Ohana had been to the very age of existence. He has seen life that others could only imagine. Amazing. Creation truly holds no end of mysteries. How I'd love to see them all. The life beyond the bounds of our star, and plain both. Maybe we're all in your next life. It's like we're having fun. We were having fun. Hearing about the unknown never fails to rouse me. I felt the same way when Gettenram and Galoof treated me to the tales of their travels. You met my grandfather too? Oh, yeah, we forgot about this conversation. I'm surprised we never had this chat. Oh, didn't I already mention it? It was when Galoof came to Tural to investigate the Golden City. I happened to have some business with Galil Jar Jar, so we met until Yalal. No, don't show me MSQ, Dad. Good. Little did I know that the tiny baby I was cradling would return as you. To think that that past had already crossed all those years ago. Not only yours and mine either. Ellen Chappelle was there too, you know. Baby! I don't remember. It's quite fine if you don't. Oh, we don't get to see baby Erenville. Ha 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 ha. It's actually because Galef told me about Charlene that I later urged Ellen Chappelle to take up gleaning. My fuzzy Bunbun was growing up down with John, and it was when I was at my wit's end that I recalled your grandfather's stories about gleaners. Seeing the world through their ventures would inspire change for the better, I believe, and it did. I'm sorry I was down with John. You asked me, you still have some work to do, but it's because you're that way that you're with us now, and I am for one grateful. Fuck's sake. Well, let's keep moving, shall we? There was a facility I wanted to visit, the Clara Museum of Nature, of course. It's supposed to have creatures to take you on leisure flights. There's just one problem. Seems only 3 people can fly at a time. The new Erangel who should go. The rest of us still have plenty of Earth things we can do here. If there's room for one more, why don't you come with us, Vahana? I don't really want to intrude, but okay. If you want me to come, I can. Dinner settled. The museum is at the bottom of the ramp that runs west of Laylode Aero. Come on. Erenville's such a relatable character. Look after Erenville for me. All this time I've had my grandfather was the common thread between us. Do not mind us and just enjoy yourselves. We shall explore a little more and then make our way to the terminal. Okay, I'll see you there. See you there, Graha. Let me just go on the emotionally devastating train, shall I? Yeah, this is the second part, and then we're gonna. I don't like the fast approaching feeling of the end. Not the expansion. I'm well ready for the end of the expansion. I'm ready for this expansion to end. I'm very happy with what I've gotten from this so far, but I'm not ready to say goodbye to Kakira. She's a cool character. And I think she deserves more. Kind of reminds me of the giant sky bridge in FF8's weird futuristic city area. A smidge. Yeah, but Erenville, kind of that clothed off, withdrawal nature. I can understand that. Trying to talk to people, make friends even, it's difficult, but you gotta go outside your comfort zone. You gotta be taken somewhere where It's going to be difficult, but you have to acclimate to it, and fingers crossed you feel better. Most of the time that can be difficult, but is that a giant whale? What do you mean? I didn't expect this. Is that Bismarck? It might be. He's come back. Oh, this place is going to be gone too soon. Oh my god. Turtle animals are quite friendly. Yeah, they're little guys. Does it depart this museum? I must say I'm curious what's inside. Here it is, the Clayo Museum of Nature. The main building is closed due to the air shortage, but happily they're still offering leisure flights. And these are the fellows that are bearers. How adorable! They don't look capable of flight. Come on, you know better than to judge a creature by its appearance. This will be great, I just know it. Oh, okay. The journey never ending. Oh, is this already the last quest for them? Might be. It feels like we've barely been here. Depends on the picture we see. Yep, that's the last quest. It's got an Aether tied to it. I know one shouldn't judge by appearance, but still. What did that word say? Begging your pardon, but this is where you can go on leisure flights, yes? Indeed it is. Bearing will be our adorable Merapuras. Our adorable Merapuras, who are specially trained by a Turali friend. You say the word and we'll send you up away. Oh, so Turali stuff is here then. And there you have it. Shall we then? I guess we will. Ready? Then go ahead and mount up. The Merapuara flight is set course, so you need only relax and enjoy the view. Yes. Whee! Yeah! How exhilarating! I'll be damned, they really do fly. Hey, the way we're flying in formation. They want to like migrating birds? Except we're on giant rodents. Speaking of migrating birds, the mallard is where your name comes from. Did I ever tell you that? Oh, that I knew, but I learned it from the shamaness, not from you. I feel like I'm like the third wheel here. Oh, fuck, I missed the dialogue. And you don't understand, my clever mallard. Oh, I missed the first part. Oh. And thank you not to call me that. The noise. Oh. Oh dear, is it already? The time really does fly when you have fun. She's such a mother. What a joy to see a living memory from up high. Erenville. Say your piece. He wants to end it on a happy note though, and that's the issue. Like Erenville wants to lay his heart out, and he can't because he wants his mother to be happy. That was wonderful. An experience worth saving for the very end. You two enjoyed yourselves as well, I trust. Sure did. It was enjoyable enough, I suppose. For my fussy Bunbun, that's how I praise. I'm glad I visited you in Mahana. Thank you for indulging me. If I could, I would go for another 100 rides, but I must settle for the one. Time we're headed to the aero terminal. If there are still things you wish to do, I want to do them now. Are you ready? Make your way along the path yonder. I'll find the others and let them know the same. Buddy, we need to talk. Come on, Erenville. He's only facsimile sort of her memories. I understand this. But when he's right there, as alive and spirit as I've ever known her, how am I supposed to do it? How am I supposed to erase her? Does she even know how it tears me apart? I don't know. I hope so. Oh, hello. Hello, you. That's it. That's the final wave curtain. You better jump down before you fall. You're fine, I promise. You can feel heat here. That's it. All the Aether currents. This thing can go up my hotbar now. Thank you for being there, little compass. It's not necessarily going to be hard for us, but it's going to be impossible for Erenville. And I think Karkira too, I like the fact that he isn't just like, this is going to be fine. He's also a bit worried about it too. Oh, look how many people there are. It's going to be a long cutscene, isn't it? We'll be here there for Erenville. We saw you from below. Looked like you were having fun. Let's get one more picture with Kashir before the end. I'm not going to do a thumbs up for this one. Not fair. Be there for Erenville. It'd be hard, but let's send Kakira off with a smile. We saw you from below? Oh, I read the dialogue. Yeah, here we go. Oh. Fuck. He's looking away.
How delightful this has been. Not since my journey with the Dawn Servant have I enjoyed myself so. No, I'm selling it short. This was even better.
Was it?
And that's because I was able to share this adventure with my darling boy.
Oh.
Well, this is as far as I can go. As for the rest...
Just stop. You're doing it again. Deciding everything by yourself, and then disappearing.
Eleneshpia, you're my pupil, so you ought to understand.
Playing the sad Dawntrail music again. This song really fucks me up, man. This is one of the best ones Sogan's done for this
and
soundtrack.
that which has died isn't meant to return. This is the way of nature. Mine is an unnatural existence, and I've suffered it only because I had to unmake this twisted mausoleum. But now that brave souls have appeared to whom I might entrust my mission, I may finally embrace the end. Can't you be happy for me?
For you, maybe. What about your son?
How could I be happy?
It's the fucking music. It's always the music.
I'm scared, you see. scared that I'd be trapped inside the barrier forever and denied the thrill of discovery for all my days. Your coming gave me courage and comfort, Alaneshpia. More than you know. And now here I stand, unburdened and free. In this moment, the happiest of my life.
Oh, okay. This thing only you can do. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say the first one.
As you wish, Mother. I'll continue what you began. You were right, of course. Leaving home has broadened my horizons. I've met my friends and found this place.
You sure have. Remember that time we told her turned Alpha no, now let's end up into
you leave your
fogs.
dreams with me. And no, I'll go where you couldn't go, and do what you couldn't do. I will.
Look at you. All grown up and dependable. Yet with so much more ahead. A world of experiences await you, each a lesson of its own. You may know failure and burning regret, but these two shall become beacons to guide you. So come what may, hold your head high and carry on with conviction. And wherever your journeys take you, keep me close to your heart, will you? I should like to be there, to see what I haven't seen.
It's like Graha, but like so much sadder.
You will be, Mother.
Oh.
Now, run along. And never forget that you're my pride and joy. I trust you all can handle the rest?
Yeah, we can, don't worry.
Take care. And farewell.
Are you gonna do it? You don't have to if you don't want to, Annabelle. I mean, Qual did it, I guess. But Qual didn't at least didn't really know her parents that much. Man, fuck. I need a minute. Oh. That fucked me up. Feel good. I didn't even, I'm not, I said to myself I didn't even like Kakira's character that much. I think that was a lie. I actually really like her. I couldn't have asked for more fulfilling final hours than these. So happy to have met you, Rahana. You and everyone. Thank you for the memories. And thank you for watching over my leadership. You'll be fine now. I know it. Thank you for everything. For allowing Erebor to join to be a delightful Dawntrail companion. We carry on. with their hopes and memories in her heart. I know it's also like, as Ellen said, it's facsimile, it's not actually her, but it's still her memories. Let's see her task through to the end. No more doubts. I will shut the terminal down. Don't have to do it alone. I feel like this is something he shouldn't be doing alone. This is his character arc, where he needs his friends to help him do this. This is you, Anvil. I won't waver, not anymore. If you're ready yourself, then so am I. Wait, yeah, I'm done here. Taking it in before he goes. There we go. And all the colors gone.